The following sequence is pre-alpha footage captured from a multiplayer match. Do you guys remember this? Team Raven, Team Rogue. This video released in June 2014, and it was the announcement trailer, the reveal of Rainbow Six Siege. And when this came out, it was really hype. A lot of people watched this and went, holy crap, this looks incredible. It's next gen, it looks tactical. Rainbow Six is back, baby. And whatever build of this game that this is running, obviously it's very scripted. The graphics are turned up to 2000. The lighting, the animations, much more impressive than, I would say, what's even in the game today. There's some contextual stuff here that we still don't have in modern Rainbow Six Siege. The game that released a year later in 2015, it wasn't exactly like this. It was a little bit like this, but there were many differences too. Didn't look as good. Gameplay wasn't the same. And the game today, 10 years later, doesn't look anything like this. It's completely different. I mean, this screen here, obviously the planning phase doesn't really look like this. People are voting on it and they come in via a helicopter. As far as I know, there are no infiltration sequences like this where you come in on a helicopter. I mean, I haven't played for a little while. Maybe they've added this, but I don't think so. But it looks good, doesn't it? Got that tactical vibe. They're on the roof and they're about to assault and try and save the hostage. And nowadays, there's all sorts of crazy operators with all sorts of different gadgets and abilities, wild skins in the game. It's a far cry, pun intended, from what the game announced with. And also what Rainbow Six used to be, what it used to mean and stand for, and what its identity was. I played a lot of the Rainbow Six games when I was growing up. The original game came out when I was 12 years old in 1998. Played that a lot. There's this super cool planning phase. You can issue commands to the AI. More often than not, it didn't go to plan. But when it did go to plan, best feeling ever. Ding Chavez was the real MVP. And then Rogue Spear. Played that so much in multiplayer when I should have been doing homework at secondary school. I was just playing Rogue Spear a lot with my mate. Amazing tactical shooter for the time. Then I played a lot of Raven Shield. We had significantly better graphics in that game. That was pretty fun. I took a bit of a break. Then, of course, Xbox 360 era. It goes third person. We had Rainbow Six Vegas and Vegas 2. Didn't mind those games, but they were different. They didn't feel like OG Rainbow Six. Huge break after that. 2015, Rainbow Six Siege. I played this a lot when it came out. Didn't have the best of launches. They fixed the game up significantly. Played it a lot more. I used to sink a lot of hours into this game, playing with friends, playing with other content creators. Used to do a ton of videos on it. Last year, I took a bit of a dip into it again, start of the year, just to check it out. Did a few videos on it. I haven't really played it since. However, there's still a huge audience for this game, especially on console. There really isn't any other game like this on Xbox and PlayStation. You got low competition, high demand there. If you look at the Steam player numbers, I checked 15 minutes ago, 67,000 people playing right now. That's just on Steam. You've got Ubi as well, which I imagine will be a big portion. Plus all the console players. That's a pretty healthy player base considering the game is 10 years old. But to a lot of people, like myself, I'm not playing the game regularly anymore. And this brings us onto the meat and bones of the day. Why are we talking about this? Well, a couple of days ago, Ubisoft released a trailer and announced something called Rainbow Six Siege X. We'll take a look at the little video in a second, but there's a chance that whatever it is, we might be going back to gameplay that kind of resembles something like this. That's not confirmed. I don't want to say, hey, that's happening, but some of the language that they've used might be alluding to that. There's a suggestion of it, let's say. It's mad that in this gameplay, they actually moved the hostage. They took the hostage downstairs. I don't think there was ever a version of the game that released publicly where you could move the hostage as a defender, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think I ever did that. It's this whole different dynamic in the game, doesn't it? I guess that it would be very easily exploitable too, but I digress. Yeah, not many people play hostage mode anymore though, right? From what I recall, it's in quick play. You can play hostage in quick play. You can play... Is it secure in quick play as well? But ranked, like the competitive mode, is just bomb. It's the defuse mode, right? And I suppose it's because it's the most predictable, easy to follow, easy to understand. You can balance it better. A bit more control too from both the attacking and defending sides, I feel. Hostage, I don't remember the last time I played it, and you can't do most of this stuff anyway, right? So we never really got this version of the game. Anyways, Rainbow Six Siege X, what did they say? So, witness the start of Siege's new era. Don't miss the R6 Siege X showcase. A new era is on the horizon for Rainbow Six Siege, one that sets the stage for the years to come of tactical and unique gameplay. And we'd like to invite you to be a part of it. Welcome to Siege X. The Rainbow Six team has been working tirelessly to bring to life the biggest transformation in the game's history, and its purpose is to reinforce Rainbow Six Siege's position at the top of tactical first-person shooters by introducing new ways to play, deepened tactical gameplay, refined game feel, and major upgrades all around. To celebrate this new age of Siege, we're holding an exclusive event that you're invited to attend, the Rainbow Six Siege X showcase. See what I mean about the language they're using there? I don't know, maybe. There's a bit more fluff, and then revealing the date, which is March 13th at 5 PM GMT, and they're going to stream it on Twitch and YouTube, I guess. Siege X not only reinforces what you love about it, but gets you as excited for its future as we are. There's a couple of quotes too from the Invitational. They had a big esports tournament. Was it last weekend, I think? This was from Joshua Mills, who's one of the lead devs on the game. He said, "It's not Siege 2, and it's not just another update, it's a major evolution. We're expanding and reinforcing the very foundation of Siege to ensure it remains the pinnacle of tactical PvP first-person shooters. This means major graphical and audio upgrades, refined game feel, and new ways to enjoy the game, all while staying true to what makes the core of Siege so special. It is such a significant leap forward that we can't possibly do it justice here at the Six Invitational." So he's saying that they're just having their own event for it because it's a big deal. In the little trailer they released too, the graphics and the lighting look a bit better, definitely, especially the textures. Maybe there's mods and stuff, but looking at some of these textures, like the wall on the right there, I don't think you can get that detailed textures in the game right now, so we could be looking at a new version of the game with upgraded textures. The lighting potentially a bit better here too. We see a helicopter, a Black Hawk. Kind of looks like a similar situation that we saw in the original trailer we just watched, so maybe another infill option, or it could be an extraction. That's a new map too, as far as I can tell. I'm not that in tune with all the maps in the game, but I don't recognize that just on first impressions. Might be one of these new ways to play that they're talking about. And there's a few frames too where you can see operators sprinting across the side of a building while they're rappelling, and this is a feature that many people have requested for the game. They want quicker rappel speed, whether that's up, down, left, right, whatever. And also corners have been requested too for a very long time, and I've seen people discussing this on the various subreddits for the game over the last couple of days. So if they add this speed to the rappelling, might be quite hype for the community. It's a brief shot where we see two operators go around a corner. That looks like completely new animations to me. Might be cinematic, might be in-game, could be getting new animations. This too looks like some kind of pulsing objective marker on the ground. Not really sure what's going on there, but again, I reckon that's new game mode. There's a couple of frames in the trailer too where it looks like the fire extinguisher on the left is exploded as a secondary explosion and puffs out smoke. So this might be some new tactical environmental options. And secondary explosions, I think that might be new as well. I don't think that's in the game, but it could all just be for the trailer. Who knows? Is any of it real? We'll find out. But yeah, there it is. Are we going to get something that's more akin to the tactical roots of Rainbow Six with this Siege X? I'm not sure. I'd like to see it. I want to play that version of the game. Either way, I'll be keeping a close eye on this one. Are you still playing Siege? Do let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, guys. Thank you for watching. Drop me a like if you enjoyed the video, a dislike if you didn't, subscribe if you're new here, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.